No, but we will. Yeah. So, all right, but moral of the story is that be careful sometimes when you're on the fly. Like, double check your work. You gotta make sure it works. It comes down to interest rates and stuff like that. All right, so the lead source on this one was I was networking. I called the guy that had those "We Buy Houses" signs. Picked this house up from him. That's 2 that I picked up that way that you saw on examples. Call guys that don't know what you know. You still don't know what you know. We're going to get into that. Okay, example number 4, guys. This is probably the most complex one that I've ever done in my life. I think I just gave it away, didn't I? Okay. Owed $202,000, ARV 182, $55,000 in repairs, $1,233 monthly payment, 6-bedroom, 2-bath. Owner wants nothing. Title issues, $46,000 in arrears, $10,000 on the first, $36,000 on the second. What would you do? Is this a deal or not?
6-2.
6-2.
Settle on the second somehow?
Maybe. Okay, guys, want to see it?
Yeah.
I sold it for $206,000 with $2,500 down for $1,500 a month. I modified the first to $933, and I ignored the second for now.
Why did you ignore it?
And you're going to ask me that. Ignoring the second, what the heck? It's charged off by the lender, so it's not going to foreclosure, and the lender will take $300 a month for 10 years at $36,000 total. What does charge-off mean? Who wants to read that? Go for it.
The term charge-off means that the original creditor has given up on being repaid according to the original terms of the loan. In consideration, the remaining balance to be held to be bad debt, but that does not mean you no longer owe the amount that has not been repaid.
I've spoken to this lender, Wells Fargo, multiple times, and they say, we will not foreclose on this property. I'm like, it's been charged off. They're like, yes, it's been charged off. We are not collecting on the debt, but we will settle on a payment plan of just paying us back the principal of $36,000 over 10 years of 10 equal payments of $300. Well, that's an option, but if you're not going to foreclose, why would I do that? So, my buyer's contract is buyer is in a lease with option to purchase for 12 months at $1,500 a month. After 12 months, it converts into a seller finance at $1,300 a month. At that point, I will start to pay the second back. So in other words, I am cash flowing his 15 to my 933 every single month.
So is this what you figured out when you were swimming?
This is a different one.
Can you back up one or two to see the numbers?
Yeah, man.
4, maybe 5.
Yeah. All of them?
So the current owner that you got it or getting it from had to do the modification.
She did.
She did.
Yep.
You had it under contract of some sorts at that point?
Yes.
Because, I mean, if she gets it modified and can do the other stuff, she's going, oh, shit, I might as well stay here.
No, not at all. She doesn't live in the house. It's completely vacant. It's not her house. Situation was she bought the house for her sister. Her sister had poor credit, so she bought it for her. Sister got on title. Sister turned the house into a drug rehab house. So it's nothing but druggies there. Sister died. Druggies had nowhere to go, so they lived there and turned it into
A drug house.
to say the least. Yes. And she had a modification prior to meeting me and could not afford to make the payments, and the modification was canceled. I meet her, and I said, what? You had a modification? She's like, yeah, I couldn't afford the trial mod, blah, blah, blah. So I said, forget it. Call the bank up right now. We're going to do this trial mod together. I will make the monthly payments. I will find a person for this house. So she did. She called the bank up. The The bank gave us, so this was in March, the bank gave us our first payment in May. I put a person in there mid-March, half month's rent, all of April. Here we come to now May, and he's paid me $1,500, and I'm cash flowing it on top of the $25 that he already put down to do the lease option. So the thing about this house, it's a split entry house, 3-bedroom, 1 bath on top, 3-bedroom, 2 beds, 3-bedroom, 1 bath on the bottom. Bottom was the part that was destroyed. Him and his family are living upstairs in the process, just slowly remodeling the basement.
With the cash flow you're kind of bringing in, right?
That cash flows to me.
He's not remodeling it.
The guy that's doing the lease with option. So the reason why he's doing a lease with option is he said, I can't afford 15 for more than a year. I said, not a problem. You do this repair work and do whatever you want to do with the property. At the end of a year, I will do a contract with you for $1,300 a month. At that point, I will now look at my options. I can, options are to deed the property back or deed the property to this buyer after 12 months, and all payments will just go towards him buying the house. That's option 1. Option 2 is I stay in the deal, I keep the property and start paying on the second, and my cash flow turns into $67 a month. And then after 10 years, I'm now cash flowing the $367. So it's like, it's kind of okay, I guess. But if he, at any time during that 10 years, fails or whatever, and I'm still in the deal. Option 3 is I keep the property, renegotiate better terms on the second lender, and continue monthly cash flowing. I like option 3 a lot better.
Might as well try option 3 and fall back to 2.
But I have options here, guys.
So are you still in the first year on this one? Sounds like.
Yeah, I'm like in the first month, second month. So it was in March is when that happened. So yeah. His dad just died, and he just went to Missouri. He's like, hey man, my dad just died. I'm like, I'm so sorry, dude. Take $200 off rent and put that towards the funeral expense for your dad. He's like, what? You would do that? Yeah, of course I would. It sucks, dude. My wife just lost her dad. I know what it's like. Keep the $200 and see what you can do. I'm making plenty of money on this property, guys. I don't need to, pound him for every penny that he has to give me. He's like, dude, thank you so much. My family, my wife, we're so grateful. That's what I enjoy about this business is you make a really, really good living, and you also really help people out too. I mean, $200, it's a drop in the hat, right? For him, it was a lot. It meant a lot to him. And he wasn't soliciting for that either.
He was, you would say no.
I was like, get out of here, dude. Pay your ding bills. So,
How'd you find this one?
what would you do, guys? This one was a wholesaler's like, dude, I don't have to do this property. I can't do anything. I paid him $500 for it. So thanks, man. Thanks for giving it to me. Here you go. Didn't have a clue.
Paid him after you did the deal?
Oh yeah, as soon as this guy paid me this $2,500, I gave the kid $500. He was like, oh, you don't have to do that? I'm like, sure I do. Why don't you send me more? Normally I wouldn't have done this one. This was a crazy deal. Every time I talk to this lady, I could probably call her up right now and she'll start crying. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for everything you've done. You've helped me. Like literally, it's like she bawls every time I talk to her. Just overly grateful. Just doesn't know why I'm doing what I'm doing. Like, how are you even making money? How do you even do this? I can't understand why someone's going to be so nice to help me with my poor problem. It's good, dude. I love this. It's good stuff. So does this give you some ideas of like what's possible? I mean, there are so many opportunities out there. It's just how much risk are you willing to step into? Obviously, by not paying the second, there is some risk. I'm not worried about them going to come and foreclose on a property that's way, way, way upside down. In the second year, here's the cool thing about them. When you do these payments, if I agree to do a payment of whatever, that $300 a month or whatever payment I decide to do, that nullifies all foreclosure proceedings if they ever wanted to intend to do. Because I'm in the payment arrangement with them. The debt's already been charged off. So
They can still decide to do a foreclosure even though the debt's charged off.
no. It'd be difficult because they've already... We're going to get into what a charge-off, like what that... Well, no, we already talked about this. No, we didn't actually. No, you guys didn't know this.
They've already wrote it off.
They wrote it off, right?
Yeah,
So-
especially their taxes.
So what happens is they've been... What is PMI? Who knows what PMI is?
It's mortgage insurance.
Private mortgage insurance. Do you guys know what the real name for private mortgage insurance really is? It's LMI. lender's mortgage insurance. They got really creative and put a spin on it called, oh, it's private mortgage insurance. Who pays for private mortgage insurance? We do. Who does it benefit? The lender. At the point you do not make your mortgage payment, guess what the lender does? I got PMI insurance. I'm going to file a claim and I'm going to be made whole. My mortgage is now going to be paid in full. They charged off this debt. What happens? They had insurance on that debt. They've been made whole. Come collect. We're going to go do a lawsuit here. I'm going to defend that puppy. They're not collecting on that $36,000.
They haven't been hurt by
Exactly.
default, so they can't.
They got paid in full 36,000,
Oh,
or they're getting monthly payments.
They got paid in full, man. That's what insurance policies are for.
The
Yeah,
insurance
man.
company
They want
cuts
you
a
to
check.
involve it.
Of course they do, man. These companies get paid 6 and 7 times. Multiple ways, man. Twice on Sunday.
Does that apply on the first as well?
Oh. More so on the first. So, all right, guys.
And then they foreclose still?
Read my book. I know you said you haven't read it yet. Read the book, dude. It's all there.
So we need to get in the lending business as well?
No. No.
Scammy?
Nah, man. We're not making, us small guys wouldn't make money in the lending business. This is the guys that, the big boys that play it.